Expecting it to be easy makes it much harder than it needs to be. That is a quote by my favorite person, Alex Hormozy. And I feel like I have to keep reminding myself of this quote. I just wrote down a note to myself, and here's what it says. It says, "Stop trying to make your life easier. You would move so much quicker if you simply just accepted it's going to be hard, painful, inefficient, and move anyways." It's funny because this theme keeps repeating in my life over and over and over again, which is the theme of optimization, of trying to make it easier, trying to make it less painful, trying to make it more efficient by instead of just accepting it's going to be hard and move anyway. This applies, at least in my life, to all aspects of my life. I'll give you a dieting example that I just recently came across. So I'm trying to cut down weight. I'm trying to get around like 9 to 10% body fat. And I was recently thinking, how do I stop being so hungry? And I started asking myself, I'm like, maybe I'm cutting too much, right? I'm cutting about like 500 calories per day. And I was like, maybe I should bump it down to like 300 or 200. And then I stopped and asked myself, I said, did I think that cutting weight is going to be easy, that dieting is going to be easy? And the clear answer obviously is no. Like it's supposed to be hard. It's meant to be hard. No one said cutting down weight, especially to 9 to 10%, is going to be easy. And then that just completely reset my standards. So I said, oh, this is what hard feels like. And what's wild is when I actually came to that conclusion and said, oh, this is what hard feels like, it actually became much easier. And once I said that, I was like, well, I've actually done way harder things. And compared to, cutting a couple hundred calories per day, I'm hungry, but I'm not like starving. And just resets the standards of like, this is what hard feels like. And when you say you expect it to be hard, it ends up being a lot easier than you actually think it is.